Hooty hoo, all my stock market gamblers. Welcome. I'm Tall Mike, and today is Tuesday, October 6th. Anyways, stock market's continuing to drift higher. It looks like it wants to go higher. Eventually it's going to come down, but it's just not ready yet. I don't know why. Anyways, well, I do know why. They're printing money. Did you hear about it? But what I want to talk to you today about is real estate. I actually have a lot of experience in real estate. Been a broker for over 30 years in the Bay Area. Actually, after I do this video, I'm going to go out and show a property. Now, it's fascinating to me. The one that I'm showing already has 3 offers on it, but I have a client that also wants it, and we just showed her a different one, and we lost that bidding war of 4 offers. Now, these properties are in a place called Scotts Valley. Now, Scotts Valley is between Silicon Valley and Santa Cruz. So the Bay Area, Silicon Valley, where Apple Computer is, and Santa Cruz is the beach. And in the mountains in between there, apparently it's really gotten popular with the COVID situation. People don't want to live in cities. They flock into the mountains now. Now these homes, it's unbelievable what they're going for. They're going for $600,000, $700,000, $800,000, and these are cheap. Now, these are not real homes, though. These are what are called manufactured homes. These are glorified mobile homes. Anyways, they're getting multiple bids within the first week. This is incredible. These used to take sometimes as long as a year or 2 years just to sell at half the price that they're going for now. And this isn't that long ago, but with the pandemic, everybody wants to get out of the cities and they're flocking into the mountains. Scotts Valley, I guess it's a hotbed. Anyways, I want to talk about the nightmare that's going to be coming to real estate. People, right now, things are doing great. Things are moving. If I have a house to sell, I can get it sold. But things are changing. There's going to be a 2-prong approach to the crash that's coming, to the nightmare that's coming. It's going to be hit from 2 directions. It's going to be hit from mortgage delinquencies, and it's going to be hit from evictions. So you got foreclosures and you're going to have evictions. Now, anyways, the latest study on evictions shows that there's 30 to 40 million people at risk of being evicted, but we have an eviction moratorium going on right now. Anyways, we already have a bad homeless problem in the U.S. If you haven't noticed, it may be not in your area. In my area, the homeless situation, it's getting worse and worse. But it's going to continue to get worse and worse because 30 to 40 million people could be evicted. Okay, now obviously they're not going to evict them all because all the buildings would be empty, right? Well, we'll see what happens. But anyways, let's take a look at the mortgage side. All right, there's 2 million mortgages are already delinquent past 90 days, over 90 days. That's over 3 months of payments. Those usually don't come back. We have 2 million of them, over 2 million of them in the U.S. already. Now, if we dump 2 million homes onto the market, what's that going to do to prices? It's going to be a tsunami coming, and it's going to crush the market. There is a nightmare coming. Now, we actually have over 4 million delinquent mortgages. Now, not all of these are past 90 days. Once you get past 90 days, let's say your mortgage payments, I don't know, $3,000 a month. I mean, you got to come up with 10 grand just to reinstate it with penalties and interest. If they don't have the money to pay 1 month, I don't think they're going to get caught up. I think there will be, it says about 2 million homes coming on the market. Now, this is going to play out over time. It's not going to happen tomorrow. Anyways, it just takes time. Let's say the moratorium on evictions is pushed out till next year. Let's say it's pushed out to January. Now, when January comes, they may push it out till June. Now, let's say it goes June. So anyways, once the moratorium goes away, I don't think they're going to let them live there for free forever. Maybe they are. I don't know. But anyways, once the moratorium ends, you got about 6 months for these properties to be taken back by the banks, and then they will hit the marketplace. Now let's talk about these 30 or 40 million people that are in danger of being evicted right now. Okay, so if you're going to be evicted, you're behind on your rent. 2 or 3 months, odds are you're not going to catch up. Now, what's going to happen? Some of these will move home with their parents. Okay, that's common right now, right? All the millennials, I mean, they're like 30 to 35 years old and they live at home. And I'm not laughing at them. I feel sorry for them. It's because home prices are too high. This is where the crash is coming. This is where the nightmare happens. But they're going to either move home or they're going to go roommate up. Hey, I'll sleep on your couch. I'll give you $400 to sleep on your couch. Maybe a couch goes $1,000 a month now. I don't know, but they're going to get roommates. Anyways, they're going to find places to live. Now, some are going to go homeless. Some are going to live in their car. Some are going to buy maybe a camper, maybe a van to live in. Anyways, but the homeless problem is just getting terrible. It's getting terrible. Now, let me ask you some questions, okay? If I told you at the beginning of the year, at January 1st of 2020, I told you that, hey, a pandemic's going to hit. 30 to 40 million people are going to lose their job. We're going to lock down the economy for over 6 months of the year. But what if I told you, hey, the stock market's going to be at a record high when all this happens? Home prices are going to be at record highs when all this happens. Well, you would probably start to think I was a crazy man. But that's exactly what's going on. Now, okay, think about this. We got home prices have hit an average in the U.S. approximately $320,000. They've never been this high. This is a record high. It's up here. It's a record high. Now, we've got mortgage interest rates at a record low. Do you know you can get a 15-year fixed mortgage right now for under 2%, 1.99%, I think they're advertising those at. All right, let's say you don't want a 15-year, let's say you want a 30-year. Well, you can get those at 2.5%, let's call it. Anyways, those are at record lows. So you got prices record highs, you got interest rates at record lows, and you got inventory at the lowest it's ever been. Do you really see a lot of upside in the home business? Do you think prices will double from here? Leave me a comment. I don't think prices will double from here. I think we got this tsunami coming, and it's going to be a nightmare. A tsunami of evictions, a tsunami of foreclosures, and we got a nightmare situation in the real estate market. Now, maybe there's going to be certain areas that keep going up. Maybe Scotts Valley, where I'm off to show a property to, is going to keep rising because people want to get out of the cities. They want to flee the city. They want to move to the mountains to get away from this COVID thing. I got news for you. COVID can find you in the mountains. Anyways, I think, a year from now, hopefully we're beyond the COVID situation and everything gets back to a semi-normal. But when this happens, we'll still have a real estate problem, and we're going to get foreclosures, we're going to get evictions, and the market, the prices are going to come down. And how low? In some areas, at least 50%, I predict. 50% decline in prices in many, many areas. I mean, San Francisco, they're fleeing San Francisco right now. You can track the migration process with the U-Haul. You want to rent a U-Haul from San Francisco to Arizona, it's going to be 4 times as much as it is from Arizona to San Francisco. Maybe even 10 times as much, because no one is migrating to San Francisco. The migration's from San Francisco out to other areas, out to Texas, out to Arizona, out to New Mexico. The migration is outward from San Francisco. Same with Manhattan and New York. You got the East Coast, the West Coast, they're fleeing the big cities. Now, we'll see what happens with all this, but I'm telling you, real estate nightmare is coming. Anyways, you still have time, though. You probably got 6 months to a year before it all plays out. So set yourself up in the situation you want to set yourself up in. Now, if this information was valuable to you, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and anyways, that's really all I got today. Not much going on in the stock market yet today. Drifting higher. It's early. We'll see what happens as the day goes on. But anyways, I just wanted to get this one quick video out about real estate. I'm off to, like I say, I am a real estate broker also. I'm semi-retired. I still have clients and I still go, well, it's easy money when a client calls me up and says, hey, Mike, can you come show me this house I want to buy? Okay, I'll come make $20,000, $30,000, $40,000. And it doesn't take me that long. But anyways, the market is changing. I want you to be aware of it, and I hope this information was helpful. I'm Tall Mike. Bye-bye now.